Hey everyone, I don't know if you can hear me. I may have my headphone. Oh no, I turned them off. Anyway, happy first Thursday of October. Laura Renner here, the founder of Freedom Makers Virtual Assistant Services. And today I wanted to share with you about a blog we published this week about community. And it's kind of funny that this is what we're talking about this week because this morning I was on a call with someone and she just kind of mentioned offhand, like I don't think she, read the blog or knew. She definitely didn't know that this is what I was going to talk about today. But she said, you got to build community before you need it. And I thought that was such a great line. And she was saying that in context to, as a military family, you move all the time. And so we were both sharing how we, as soon as we move somewhere, we start building that community right away. Or even if we know we're going somewhere before, then we start building that community. And just her and I were just natural connectors and social people. So we're always connecting people and reaching out to others, and just that's just how we are. But we discussed, is it because of our military background or if it's just naturally who we are, and that led to a fun side discussion. But anyway, I just thought that was really neat, or I really liked her phrase that you got to build your community before you need it, because when you need it, if you don't have it, then that's frankly kind of dangerous. But also, when you need it is not the time to build it, right? So what I want to share with you this week is we talked about running a virtual business, which more and more business owners are starting to do. How do you build community within a virtual world? And I know we've seen that discussion a lot, not just in business but in general. Like people spend more time on social media than they do with their actual neighbors, things like that. So that's not going away anytime soon. So how do we build community when our traditional methods of community may not be as vibrant as before? And so I wanted to share with you 4 ways that you as a business owner can build your business community. And a lot of us, business and personal lives bleed together. And so then it's also building your personal community. So the first one is an example about a co-working space versus coffee shops. And you might think, well, what's the difference? Either place is public, you're working, a coffee shop is free, especially places like Starbucks now, which don't require payment. So why would I go to a co-working space when I can go somewhere like a coffee shop for free? And the thing is a coffee shop is very lonely. Usually when I go to a coffee shop, I put my headphones in because I'm trying to block out the random conversation that has nothing to do with business at the table next to me, or the loud music, or the espresso machine, or anything like that, and just trying to focus. But also me personally, I know a lot of people will get up and ask their neighbor to watch their stuff while they go to the bathroom, but I don't. I pack everything up, go to the bathroom, come back and unpack. And so you can imagine I don't go to the bathroom probably as often as I should, but that's just how I do it. And so yes, I can be equally productive in a coffee shop versus a co-working space, but it's so lonely being in a coffee shop. And so a couple months ago, I signed up for a co-working space, and it's nice because I'll go and everyone there is working. I mean, I still have to wear headphones because some people still have annoying phone calls. But there's a quiet space too if I wanted to go work there instead. And the temperature's fine. There's no espresso machine or whatever. But also they have events, and so it's a nice way to get to know people, to build communities. They have something called Sexy Salads on Fridays, and it's where it's kind of like a potluck, but it's free and everyone can come, and it's just a chance to get to meet people and get to know people in the business community in our area. So I realized, I at first started exploring the idea of co-working spaces because I wanted something to help with productivity. And then as I thought more about it, and so a coffee shop meets that need of productivity. But then I started thinking about, okay, what about community, and what about upping my game for my business? And then it just makes sense to be around other business owners or even people just working. And so that's where the co-working space came into play. Now, I'm not there all day, every day. Obviously, I'm in my car right now, and I just go, a couple hours here or there, and it works for me. Now, if you are a nomad, you might say, well, I don't want to join a co-working space where I'm tethered. Don't worry. There are plenty of co-working spaces with locations all over the world. So that might be a better fit for you if you are in that mindset. The second way that you can build community are sort of virtual work sessions or water cooler sessions. I've heard some people call it, where a group of you will come together on like Google Hangouts or some sort of web conference software where you can see each other. The way we tend to do it is at the top of the hour, we come together, we share what we want to work on for the next hour. It takes 5-10 minutes tops. We go on mute, we bust out that work. The top of the hour, we come back, we share what we accomplished and what we want to work on for the next hour. And we range from 2 to 4 hours each time. My friends and I, we do it together. We call it a jam session. One of my colleagues, I think they call it water cooler sessions. On my team, we call it GSD, get shit done. So you can have different names or methods, but it's just a nice way here and there to get to have sort of a virtual work together session and still be super productive. And we've even gotten to the point now where, say, I'm sitting there and I'm not wanting to work, but I need to get work done. I might just text a couple people and be like, hey, what are you doing? And then that's kind of like our code word for them to respond and say, what do you need to get done? And so not only is it a way for accountability or productivity to get work done, but it's also a way for us to reach out to each other when we're struggling. And so it's another way that we've built community. The third way for building community in a virtual world is accountability partners. And this one I happen to do in person, but you could also do it virtually as well. But I have an accountability partner who's also a business owner, fellow business owner, and we meet every Friday morning. It's a set meeting, and we show up and we talk about how our week went. We set goals or what we want to focus on for the next week, and then we repeat every week. And when we were first starting out, it was almost a way to sort of reassure each other while we were going through the roller coaster of entrepreneurship. So it was especially helpful if one of us was on a high and the other one was on a low. We could the high one could remind the low one, hey, this is temporary, you'll come out of it. And the low one could celebrate with the one on the high about, the success that they had in their business. And so it was really nice and also reassuring. Even if we were both low at the same time, it was reassuring because we could remind each other that that was temporary. And we knew it was temporary because we had gone through the low already several times. Now our businesses the emotional roller coaster has smoothed out a little bit. And so now we're kind of talk more about, growing our business and how do we get everything in place so that our businesses run more efficiently so that we're able to grow it. I've noticed that tends to be a bigger focus now in our meetings. So that's nice. And then there's another, like a group accountability meeting that I go to here and there. They occur weekly, but I don't make it every week. And it's just what I've noticed, it's a nice way to be around other business owners, and they're all want to help each other. And so we're able to step up and grow our businesses because of that. So you can build your own. I mean, it's super easy, or just find one person or join a group, but it's another way for community. And the fourth and last way to build community is meeting groups or networking groups, if you will. There are some that are virtual. There are some that are in person. You can find them through like meetups.com or like joining affinity groups like a veterans group or a women's group or something like that. And or even industry associations. You can join those. And granted, the purpose is networking, but it's also a chance just to be around like-minded people or people in the same situation or going through the same phases of their business that can help you, and just be around people that understand what you're going through and or have already been through it, and or you can help them if they're just coming in. So it's another way to have community but also help with your business. So just wanted to share with you, these are some of the ways that we recommend building community, and we're also going off the assumption that community is a must. It's part of overall health and well-being. So you want to make sure that you have or are building a community for yourself while you're running your business, and outside of running your business too. So go to our website. You can read the blog in full there and get some more ideas. And we're always happy to hear how you build community for yourself and for your business. Until next time, have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.